Hybrid defenders are the new meta in the NFL, and Arll Ree fits the trend. An athletic marvel, he possesses the speed and agility to infiltrate backfields, while showing the smarts and instincts to read and react. A star player with the Buckeyes, he's projected to go top 3 in the draft. So, let's show you why. NFL defenders get paid to get to the ball, and Arll Ree is always hunting quarterbacks wherever he's aligned. Deployed as an off-ball linebacker, a slot defender, and as an edge, Reese is a threat from everywhere on the field. Lined up behind his D-end here, it's disguised man coverage, and Reese is sent on the blitz. The ball is snapped, and it's an instantaneous explosion from the right side, shooting past the left tackle with absolutely no resistance before hitting the QB at full speed for the bone-crunching sack. Burst so great that the left tackle couldn't even get a hand on him. More off-ball action and more blitzing from Reese, this time with a spectacular deke. We've seen this fire zone path a lot in the NFL this year, sending 2 over the B-gap to trap the back 2-on-1. But watch the added sauce. The back steps up and knows to play this inside out, always protecting the straightest path to the QB first. But noticing Reese stall as if he's running a cross path, quickly moves to block downs. But it's just a fake, as Reese explodes to the ball to bring down the QB. Stood up over the guard this time, more fakes and more closing speed brings another sack. Running the coffee house pressure, Arll does a phenomenal job to start the play with a convincing head fake, giving the impression that he's moving into zone, before then bursting forward and displacing the lineman in his way. The tackle feels the blitz coming, passing off the end's inside rush, but Reese's elite closing speed is on full display, crossing the tackle back inside as he flies through to bring down the latest Manning. Lined up over the guard once more, he needs no fake to bring down the QB this time. He stabs hard with the right foot before ripping through left, forcing the guard to give ground and squeezing the pocket. Arch steps up to find the soft spot in the pocket, so Reese hits a clean spin to work back, lunging for Arch for another sack. Even when he doesn't complete the sack, he makes his presence known with that predator-like closing speed. Running a stunt with the tackle inside, look at the agility and acceleration to cross to the A-gap and zoom through to the QB. The ball's out fast, and Reese gets back up from his teammates to pay off his hard work. This time, he's lined up in the 3-3 stack in Patricia's multiple defense, feeling for the cadence, looping to become an edge rusher in time with the snap. Building momentum with the movement, he converts the speed to power, unleashing a ferocious bull rush to knock his man backwards. He then extends his inside arm full to drive the tackle completely off balance, crashing into the QB and not letting him escape from a collapsing pocket. This video is sponsored by PrizePicks, the best place to win cash while watching live sports, whether it be the World Baseball Classic or the World Cup this summer. PrizePicks is your place to be. The app is real easy to use. All you have to do is pick more or less on a few player stats to create a lineup, and you're on your way to winning cash prizes. PrizePicks is available in over 40 states, including California and Texas. Best of all, PrizePicks will give you $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 in lineups just for playing. So download the app and use our promo code THINKING to get $50 in lineups now. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. It's no surprise that these athletic gifts and instincts to find the football translate seamlessly to run defense. His agility allows him to dodge defenders, his strength to hold gaps, and he's always delivering a pop in the tackle. Here against Wisconsin, it's a jet sweep coming from the slot, and Arll makes sure to hold the inside gap until he confirms the handoff, but wastes no time crossing to the opponent's side of the field, wrapping up the runner behind the line and finishing with power. Good strength here playing edge, and quick to pounce when the opportunity becomes available. He knows he has downs fitting inside to close the C-gap, so holds his man strong, good extension and pad level to control the block. When the back sees everything clogged inside, he bounces for the cutback, and Reese dismisses the tight end and leaps for the runner. And you really cannot leave this man unblocked on the backside of a play and think you can outrun him, because you can't. Anytime a team tried to do this last season, it almost always resulted in a tackle for loss. Reese played almost 50% of his snaps off the ball, but it didn't make his run defense any less deadly. Against Wisconsin, this is excellent all-around work to get to the ball and make the tackle. It's inside zone and he's fast to react, reading the double team and the center about to climb to him. attacking him fast to win the hand fight and throw away the block, wrapping up the back and taking 57 along for the ride too. Aligned again as the sandbacker, more good instincts have him exploding to the ball. Neither the end or Reese react to the RPO, and he's quick to spot the split zone action, finding a wide open C gap, and I think you can guess what comes next. Boom. And his nose for the football is so good that even when it looks like he'll be out of the play, he's somehow first to the ball. Nice idea with the draw play, especially with the Buckeyes looking to drop the ends into coverage. But Reese sniffs out the handoff and beats everyone to the ball, and he makes sure that he finishes tackles. As a linebacker in modern-day football, much is expected of you when it comes to covering guys in the passing game. You got to be able to keep up with the new age tight ends, running backs, and shifty Z receivers. Against Penn State, Arll has his eyes in the backfield and is immediately suspicious of the running back's actions. The back works across and fast to the flat, and the tackle works out too. And Reese is all over this, calling it out to his teammates and stalking the running back. As Nicholas Singleton secures the quick pass and tries to turn upfield, Reese lights his ass up. Fantastic play recognition. This is more good work on the running back, sticking to him like glue. The Buckeyes show 6 on the line, but Arll peels off to take the back as part of a cover 1 robber. He's sure to close space to not allow any pass to the flat, keeping his eyes on the QB, looking for a quick option. Darius Taylor looks back to get his signal caller's attention and moves up the boundary to try to escape on a wheel, but Reese is still on his ass, leading to a throwaway. Similarly here, he's all over the swing option off the play action. The Illini send Hank Beatty on a jet sweep motion, having him become the checkdown option in a double posts lead swing action. And Reese plays this perfectly, stonewalling the tight end to hold outside contain and stop him from converting this route into a wheel to find the open space. The QB feels the heat and has to throw it away. And he has a fantastic motor to stick with longer developing plays and a magnet in his pads that always takes him towards the ball. It's good initial coverage over the middle here by Reese that forces Penn State QB Grunkmeyer to go through his progressions, move off the spot, and then find the dump off in the flat. The first tackle is missed, but Arll keeps up the motor and crosses the field to clean up for the Buckeyes defense. And this is nice coverage on the tight end, although you would like to see him be more aggressive to play the ball. He does a great job to shadow the receiver, but probably could drive on this a little faster. However, he's in perfect DB positioning. Somehow the QB manages to fizz the ball through, but he's quick for the wrap-up and no additional yards. As talented as Arll Reese is, no prospect is perfect. Playing in a very multiple defense for Ohio State, Reese wasn't deployed as a traditional edge rusher like you might want to see from a top pass rushing prospect, and never put his hand in the dirt. Fulfilling a tweener role can scare off teams, unsure where he fits best, and the lack of pure pass rushing snaps will be likely to as well. Reese had a pressure rate of almost 20%, but only had 115 pass rushing snaps, often deployed off the ball or as a spy by Matt Patricia. When you look at these snaps more closely, you'll also see an over-reliance on agility and change of direction, and a lack of pure pass rushing moves. Here, he has responsibility to get in the passing lane for the back to start, but it sets him up with the perfect opportunity to attack the tackle with a run-up. This will be a great time to get to a swim or a spin move, but Reese just attacks the man, isn't strong enough with the rip, and is turned out the play. The athleticism jumps off the tape, but so does his lack of counters against bigger linemen that get him in their grasp. This trend continues over the run defense, where if a bigger lineman could get both hands on him fast, he had no counters to free himself. He's going to have to add moves to be a consistent threat in the NFL, and needs to do better to disengage when a lineman does win the grasp. Arll Reese is the type of player that just jumps out on tape with both his exceptional athleticism and nose for the football. Versatile to play across the front seven in a hybrid scheme, he's the ideal piece for a creative coordinator who can use his athleticism and instincts to deploy him as a game plan wrecker. However, versatility can lead players to be tweeners, and Reese needs to add more to his game if the coaching staff want him to be a pure edge player. That being said, this is the type of player that in a weak draft such as this one, you truly cannot pass on.